Привет всем, с вами Ваня, друзья, и я хочу для вас... Сейчас только это доболтает. Хочу для вас показать новую дополнительные прохождения. Прохождение дополнительного, и которое я заметил, посидев пару часиков за этой игрой, и подумал, что я обязан вам это показать. Итак, идемте в кабинет начальника. Конечно, если перемещение будет очень долгие, я перемотаю это быстро, не буду делать эту серию очень долгой, затянутой. Посмотрите, он уже заколотил нам дверь, чтобы мы больше не сидели. Ну ладно. Так, идемте дальше. Итак, как я и говорил, конечно же, меня игра очень затянула. Так. Что ж, видите, смотрите, теперь у нас еще и открываются двери. Ну что тут интересного-то есть? Итак, тут журнальчики какие-то и лифт. Вот самое прикольное развлечение, как я понял. Ну, как для дурачков, типа. Смотрите, я нажимаю вниз, пытаюсь поехать вниз. Вроде как бы еду, но вроде и нет, потому что... Если я нажму клавишу, то я сейчас выйду на том же этаже. Так, попробуем также вверх. Так, едем якобы вверх, нажимаем клавишу опять, ну, допустим, вверх. И мы на том же этаже. Также у нас открылась дверь под названием, вот, так сказать, ванная комната нашего начальника. Итак, что ж тут написал? Ух ты. Деньги по утрам, деньги вечером, деньги... Короче, говорится о том, что деньги везде, денег очень много, в общем, все о деньгах. Итак, а вот сейчас самое главное в этой серии, я скажу, сделать вот такую вот маленькую махинацию. То есть нам надо будет сейчас зайти и так, чтобы дверь за нами не закрылась. Да. Итак, вот открывается, собственно, вот эта дверь, которая была до этого закрыта. И мы возвращаем сейчас в наш кабинет. Опять заколочена дверь. Итак, идемте назад, побыстрее. Я просто... Ну, ладно, что же я вам сейчас буду спойлерить, что будет в конце. Итак, давайте идем. Меня это я считаю, что это единственная такая, ну, если посчитать, какая-то там одна из лучших, я скажу даже, на мой взгляд, концовок, которую сейчас я вам показываю. Итак, вот здесь открылась комната номер 428, которая была закрыта. Так, войдем в нее. Собственно, войдя в нее, мы попадаем в какое-то непонятное помещение, где написано: ты сейчас вернешься. Итак, так, тут ничего нет. Так что, типа какая-то выход на спасательную что-то такое, капсула какая-то на этаже 760, 760 этаже. Ну что ж, пойдемте 760. Так, это у нас 432, 433. Так, идемте выше. Опять? Ну ладно, окей. Может, это было не так? Вроде вот 7, 5, 7. Опять тот же этаж. Я не знаю, этажи вроде меняются, вроде и нет. В общем, игра полностью ломает мозг, и даже не ломает, а взрывает его, но это жестко. Идемте выше. И выше. Так, опять то же самое. Еще последний этаж. Ах, как устал идти уже по лестнице. И вот он. Вот выход. Так, идемте на выход. На выход, на выход, на выход. Вот там что-то мигает по центру. Я не знаю, что это. Какая-то решетка, что-то. Капсула непонятная. Так. Собственно, идет загрузка. Так. И вроде... Вот она. Вот какая-то... Фактически игра полная... Нам просто сократил путь автор, типа, чтобы мы не ломали игру. А пошли-ка направо.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
Собственно, сейчас мы направимся к нашему телефону, который вы видели в прошлых сериях.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Эта серия примечательна тем, что мы сейчас будем полностью раздражать нашего автора. Так, наверх.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
конечно, он один раз
trust in someone else
вообще
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ну, да.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Собственно, давайте войдем в эту комнату.
She's been waiting.
И нам звонят. В прошлый раз мы взяли, но почему бы не сделать вот так, просто выдернуть розетку?
Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Нет, больше я туда не полезу. Там были манекены, там, ну, не знаю, реально ужасно.
It's actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Ну, давайте посмотрим.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Так. Практика. Давайте посмотрим практику.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember, that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Походу мы ломаем игру. Итак. О, теперь нам нельзя.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
На выход. Идемте. А вот эта дверь не открылась? Карта нужна. Нету карты. Так, закрой дверь. Идемте на выход.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Ну что ж, давайте попробуем.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
А я не хочу. Я хочу сюда.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Смотрите. Мы, походу, полностью... так, можно забраться. Ломаем его. Ну что ж, давайте. Что ж, попробуем сделать, как он говорит. Пойдемте сюда. Стул? Похоже, что это не то со стулом.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Ну, давай.
I have to.
Хотел на выход убежать, не успел. Ну, выключил, да? Ух ты, как тут.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Так, ну-ка давайте снова вправо.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Итак, ну что ж, пойдемте влево. Итак, что же мы тут увидим-то такого? Да.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Так, подождите, у нас теперь не открывается эта дверь. Что? Так.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Окей, пойдемте вверх. Так, собственно, это все теперь, по-моему, не... Что?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Окей. Nightshark 115. Давай. Nightshark 115. Говорите же.
Stanley spoke the code.
Да не говорит он. Откуда я знаю?
115.
Не говорит.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Ну, извини. Так тут.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
True. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Это Стэнли? Смотрите, мы...
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Собственно, The End. Мы прошли игру. Круто. Собственно, это было очень круто, я вам скажу. Ради такой концовки я и сделал видео. Это единственное видео, где есть титры. Собственно, всем пока, до новых встреч, встретимся в других прохождениях. С вами был Ваня. Всем хорошей игры. Пока-пока.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.